two positions that you consider absolutely integral to the process?
So I think two positions that are actually vital is you have to have the right CEO, or like the right person like running the operations of the business. And then you have to have a person that can actually like market the business. In that you gotta have marketing, you gotta have somebody that like can run it. And then I think you have to have a third person that can sell it, if that makes sense. Like those are the most important things. Like sales is king. So if you got a visionary that can halfway run it and bootstrap it in the beginning enough to get by until there's money to hire somebody that's better at running it as a CEO, that's important. You got to have somebody that can run the marketing, and you have somebody that can run sales. Like those three things. You have to hire the right team. And that's not something that I don't think most business owners get that right. I think that's pretty hard to get right at the beginning of like your first business, because you just don't know what you don't know, right? Unless you had an entrepreneur background, like maybe your parents were entrepreneurs and they just taught you all these skills as a kid, it's unlikely you're going to know what to do and what not to do. So sometimes you might hire somebody that is, let's say you have somebody that's on your sales team and you're like, oh, they're just kind of average, but they're kind of really smart, they're kind of organized. Let's have them run operations. But that's just like a body you're throwing in there that's never ran operations before. Maybe they figure it out, but a lot of them don't. And so what I learned early on from the company that I work for, the CEO of that company would always tell us that as your business grows, as you get more cash flow, you're going to have certain employees that keep learning along the way and they keep rising to the occasion. And so they're always going to stay. And then you might have others that just don't rise with the company. They just kind of keep the same skill level they had in the beginning. And then you have enough money where you can bring in somebody that's better at that position, that has way more experience and has already done the thing you want to do, if that makes sense. So it's kind of a progression.
This is year 5, you've had considerable success.
Almost 6. We're right at 6, yeah.
What would is there anything specifically you can attribute your success to? I mean, other than you doing something that people need?
It's really having, I think if you have great products and services that stand out in the market and you know how to frame those, it's pretty much impossible not to succeed in business. But most people don't know how to do both of those or one of those. So maybe they have a great product or service, but they don't know how to frame it where there's like this perception of value. Because in the consumer's mind, everything kind of all looks the same in any industry, right? Like if I said, hey, I want to get landscaping, you're not thinking like, oh, there's all these different type of landscaping companies. But it's how you frame that offer, how they perceive that value, that matters the most. And most people don't know how to, I call that the POV, they don't know how to frame that, where people perceive what you do is way different and way better than the next competitor. And most people just don't learn how to do that. That's why people come to us, but they don't really. Nick is an amazing, if you guys have the opportunity to hire this guy, he's dependable and he actually knows what he's talking about. I think a lot of people don't. He knows everything. He's like a MacGyver type of videographer. So he knows lighting, he knows audio, he knows video, like he knows where to stand. Like I think it's a rare thing to find somebody that is well-rounded to know all of that. And he's dependable. You can actually count on him actually showing up. So that's why I had my buddy interview him, Tommy Mello. Tommy, you're lucky. Keep him happy. I wanted you to be closer to your family because I know you have to drive an hour back and forth here. So it'll be a good fit. Okay.
Thank you so much, Jeremy.
100%.
So kind.